All right, there we are. We should be live. Hey, everyone. Gavin, Seim here, reporting live on the incident going on right now in Texas. Just a few hours ago, the Leon Valley Police Department in Texas committed a substantial attack, terrorist attack on the individuals there. Now, no one's hurt as far as I know. I just want to put that up front. But they, what happened is you have all these activists in Texas, okay? So what is going on is there's a growing number of activists in Texas where the police, I mean, this is all over the US, right? But the police in Texas are truly psychotic, fascist goons, right? You do what you're told or they kill you or take you to prison. There's been a large movement of people there. James Freeman, Bow, News Now channels, all these guys getting together and saying, well, you know what? We're going to call out Blue ISIS. We're going to hit the streets and we're just going to film them and call them out and exercise our right to speech, right? They haven't been violent. They haven't been unprincipled. And so what happened is that this Leon Valley is particularly aggressive against them filming, and they just kept escalating, right? So Leon Valley last week, they actually went to, I believe it was the Leon Valley Police Department, and some of these guys defaced the blue line flag, which is right to deface because it's not a flag representative of anything but corruption and terrorism. Okay, so I'm going to try and summarize this quickly for you guys, and then I'm going to send you out to the other channels, and you can follow up with other channels that are involved in this. All right. So basically, what happened today is the Leon Valley Police has been getting more and more aggressive. The Leon Valley Police lured all the activists in and said there was going to be a press conference. So they got probably 20 of these activists down there, all right? They got them down at the police department under the guise of there's going to be a press conference, presumably to address the abuses that the Leon Valley Police Department has been taking on. Then these terrorists, they all rushed out of the police department and arrested all of them. And I'm going to show you just a couple of clips, and I'm going to show you the channels they're from and the titles of these different videos so you guys can go find them. All right, so here's one. This is James Freeman's video. All right, so James Freeman is over on the side here, and you can find this on his channel over on James Freeman. I'm not going to show you the whole of any of these videos. They're long, and you guys can go over and support their respective channels. You can see the activists. They think they're coming out for a press conference, and the police rush in all directions.
I'm under arrest? Why? Are you kidding?
You're under arrest for retaliation, they said. Now, what they're trying to get these guys on is Texas Penal Code 36.06, which means that you're intentionally or knowingly harming or threatening to harm an individual in retaliation for their actions. Now, it looks like what happened. Now, people have a right to speak their mind. These cops are terrorists, and people have a right to call them out, but we should be principled. We should not be like them. We talk about this a lot. We need to be better than them in our resistance. It appears that they've been sending trolls into these people. It gets better, you guys, or rather I should say it gets worse. Sending trolls into these chat rooms to make threats against the police, right? Because anybody can go to YouTube into a live chat room and make an account and make threats. So get this, they're trying to charge these guys with what appears to be felonies for what other people that they had no control of said in their chat rooms. This is absolutely psychotic. Let's go watch a minute of this here. Okay, so this one, and I'm gonna link some of these later. James Freeman here.
Grab his phones. Go grab all the phones.
See this? Go grab his phones. The first thing they're doing is rounding anyone up with a camera.
Guys, don't rub me up. I'm not resisting anything. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, so they shut off his stream. That was the arrest of James Freeman. Then you go on. There's more. I've seen at least 4 live streams now, all of which the cops came for him all at once and arrested them when they were there under the pretense. Imagine, this is the press, you guys. This is the press. They lured the press into a so-called press conference at the police station who peacefully showed up. They lured the press in and then arrested them all on trumped-up charges, okay? Now, this is Leon Valley Police Department. If you guys want to follow up, Leon Valley Police Department is the agency. However, in looking at these different streams, of some people that just got out. All these different streams that have been going on, all right, from these guys down there. It appears the Leon Valley, the Texas State Police were there, all this stuff. Here's another one. This is Clash with Bow. Again, they're standing on the street waiting for the press conference.
Oh, here we go.
Here they come.
Okay, you can see them. They're going for James.
Retaliation. Let's go, my back. Step away from the chair and come over there.
Guys, these are terrorists. These are criminal, violent terrorists. Okay, so that's the second live stream. So what they did is they confiscated everybody's cameras. Some of them, a couple have been released now, but they're actually trying to get felony charges on some of these guys, all right? And so they're going through here. They confiscated cameras and did not give them back. I want to make a point of that. They took their cameras and then did not give their cameras back.
Right now, guys. The entire police department is moving in right now. Hey, guys, get this license plate. Get this license plate. Front or back?
Okay, and so we can see these different situations. That's the James Freeman one again. Ethics instead as well.
All right.
And you can see they're just leading people away. I don't know if they took ethics instead.
I don't want to give it to you.
Here we go.
Why?
Guys, this is a live stream. They're taking our devices. They just took mine. This is Nomad. They just took my device for holding it.
Sorry. Look at these guys.
They arrested Nomad. I believe Nomad. I just watched the live stream and chatted with Nomad, and they let him go, I believe, but they did keep his phones out. That's Nomad News. You can go check out Nomad News as well. So guys, go follow all these channels and follow up with them.
I can't hear you, please. I need your device. Okay, I don't want to give it to you.
Look at these thugs.
Excuse me. Okay, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting in the slightest.
Here comes the terrorist running over.
I'm gonna go ragdoll limp, okay? Ragdoll limp. I'm not resisting in the slightest. Not resisting in the slightest, sir. Will you please double lock that? Oh, okay, here you go. Here you go. Good? Everybody's calm, right? Nothing to be afraid of. We're good, right? Good. Let's go there. Hey, walk with this guy here. Okay, get him.
Okay, so that was Ethics Instead's channel. Texas Wolfman, I believe, is live now too. He's one of those guys out there, and he was doing a live stream where I got some of the information here. So guys, listen, I just kind of wanted to give you an overview. I will put some links after this video finishes in the comments, so you can go follow up on these own videos, all of this, so that all this is documented and there's evidence. Okay, so let's recap this. What happened? You have activists and journalists in Texas who are trying to hold police accountable by filming them and simply talking about the crimes that they're committing as a criminal organization, as Blue ISIS. Okay, and all the police are complicit in this. All right, then this Leon Valley Police Department starts abusing people. They come in and people there's getting to be more and more of a movement, right, of these citizen journalist activists that are doing these First Amendment, exercising their right to speech, their right to assemble, their right to speak out, not something given by the First Amendment, but something that is inherently human. All right. Then Leon Valley, to retaliate against these people, because Leon Valley is a bunch of Blue ISIS thugs being made fools of, to retaliate, they say, we're going to have a press conference. They lure all the journalists in. They lure all the journalists in, and then when they all get there, the police all charge out, steal their cameras, arrest them. These are acts of domestic terrorism, guys. These are acts of entrapment. Okay, I see News Now Phoenix. I don't know if you were arrested today, News Now, or somebody else, but guys, that's an overview. Now, to top it off, they've got these goons from Bannis Towing Service, right? I've talked before about how these towing companies, they make their living. They're part of Blue ISIS. They make their living by being able to steal people's vehicles on behalf of these terrorists. This towing service has been down there taking all of these people's cars, and I don't know how many cars have been towed, but we're talking about a lot of money for them and a lot of money that they can jam these people up with, all right? So this Bannis towing service went down there and is rounding up, stealing people's cars for the Leon Valley Police Department, all right? These guys are thugs. They're terrorists. The people that support them are patriots. The statute, Texas Penal Code 36.06, I believe, I haven't studied this deeply, I believe it's a felony. And what they were saying, let me see if I can find the video, the correct one, but I think it's this one here.
If you screen something, you are responsible for its contents. There's death threat.
Okay, listen. The police come out and they say everybody's under arrest. This is Ohio Guardian's stream.
Totally support your right. Put stuff in all to.
I totally support your right, but I'm going to commit an act of terrorism because I'm Blue ISIS and I can.
First Amendment right that you don't have a right to do streaming things where police officers or anybody else's family are threatened or violations of the state law. You're not in Texas. I sure probably should know better. But if you stream something, you are responsible for its contents.
Okay, what he's saying, if you can't hear this on my speaker, if you stream something, you're responsible. He's telling them they've decided, they went to the thugs in the state, they set this entrapment up, all right? And they decided they were gonna charge these people with crimes of threats because of what other people said. Guys, this is the reason I had to leave the USA. They were trying to charge me with threats, force me to open my phone, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. It was a buildup from standing up.
On those YouTube lives, and every one of y'all will be held accountable for those death threats.
Every one of you will be held accountable, he's saying, for what other people said on your live stream.
Does everybody here understand what I'm telling you?
Somebody reach out to News Now Youngstown for me.
You, let's go. You're under arrest as well. Move. Get up here.
Here, see this, guys? We're being arrested for a civil, constitutionally protected activity.
Okay.
Constitutionally protected.
Okay, so that was Ohio 2.0. I'm sure that there were other people live streaming on this, and I don't know all, but I was able to find these 3 or 4. Let's get the word out. Let's spread this, share it. I'm going to try and end this stream so you guys can go to these people's other channels who were on site. Mass arrests in Texas of journalist activists who were entrapped under the guise of a press conference, all right? And at some point, guys, you have to ask yourself, when and how are we going to resist? Or maybe it's just time to know when to get out because it's going down. There's no more freedom in the USA. And let's be clear, yes, these charges are absolutely BS. I looked at the statute they're trying to charge with. They don't apply. The statute here very specifically under the Texas Penal Code says a person commits this offense if the person, not someone else, if the person intentionally or knowingly and threatens to harm another by an unlawful act, in retaliation, et cetera, the legalese goes on. If the person, not another person, you don't get charged for someone else's crimes, but it's very questionable that any crime was committed, we have the right to speak out against these terrorists. Some of them are getting out. I don't know if they're going to continue holding them. You guys stay on this, speak out. You can pick up the phones. You can share this. You can spread the word, like this, and get it out. And yeah, I am hearing that this towing company that's down there stealing the cars is not even licensed to do so. I can't speak to that personally, but I just wanted to get the word out for our friends in Texas, and just give them a huge shout out for standing up to these Blue ISIS thugs. Keep resisting, but watch your back because it's as I've been saying for years, these guys are not messing around. Filming these guys, putting light on their darkness and their terrorist activities is not an easy thing. They do and will retaliate just as we saw today. But let's make sure we're not forgetting anybody. Let's make sure you're keeping track of each other if you're there on the ground. And if you can't be there on the ground, make sure you're supporting. Watch these channels. I'm sure they'll probably have some fundraisers and stuff for legal things or bail, depending on how this shakes out. It's truly unbelievable, and yet it's not unbelievable because this is what the USA has come to. James Freeman, all these other guys, I think at least a dozen people were arrested, and I just wanted to get that out. So you guys spread it. I'm going to go before this gets long. Yeah. Free Freeman, free everybody, tear down the prisons, stop blue ISIS, resist with honor. All right, guys, God help us.